Hey, welcome back to lesson 2 for section 7.6. We're going to be using the sine and cosine functions to find the missing length of a right triangle. So if we go to the second page of the notes we gave you, example 4. Actually, before we get to that, they have some terms here for you, just so you know. Angle of elevation, they're in yellow, and angle of depression. If you see something up above you in the distance, and the angle between you and that item, that's the angle of elevation. And the angle of depression is the opposite. If something's below you, that angle from you down to that item, that's the angle of depression. So you may see that in some of the problems coming up. Example 4 says find the hypotenuse using an angle of depression. So it's like a skier going down a hill, and as he's looking down at 21 degrees toward the bottom of the hill, we want to know how far the distance is that he's going to travel on the snow. And he's dropping in elevation. As you can see on the right here, he's dropping an elevation of 1,200 feet. So we want to know how far he's going in this distance. Okay, so we're going to use one of our functions here. Well, how do we know what function to use? Again, if you go back to your cheat sheet, let me show it to you again. Here is your sine, cosine, tangent. And if you look at that picture of the skier going down the hill, they were trying to find the hypotenuse, that length of the hypotenuse. And if you look at your three choices here, which of the choices have an h for hypotenuse in it? Well, you can't use tangent because that's only opposite and adjacent. So you're going to have to use either cosine or sine. So what we'll do is we'll go back to that picture again and see if we can figure out what's going on. Remember, you circle the angle, always your reference angle where we're starting from. And then you must label your OA and H. So here's my hypotenuse, here's my opposite, here's my adjacent. And it looks to me like the A, the adjacent side, we're not going to need that at all. Looks like we're going for using the H and the O. Well, I forget what that means. Let's go back and look at a cheat sheet, see what HO means. Here's my cheat sheet. Looks like O and H together, I'd use the sine function. Okay, and if you look below, you have all these little formulas on here to help you find certain sides. So under sine, you can find O and H. Okay, so here they are. Under cosine, you can find A and H. And under tangent, you can find O and A. So you would use those individually, those functions, to find missing side lengths. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go find out what we need to do. So again, back to the picture one more time. Looks like we're trying to find H given O. So H and O, trying to find H. Well, look at this list of under sine. Here's how I find H. Using the hypotenuse, or the opposite over the sine of the angle. So I'm going to go back and put that formula down here. So the H equals the opposite over the sine of the angle, which is 21 degrees. Okay, so well, my opposite's on the right-hand side. That's 1,200, so I'm going to put that into my equation. Here's my 1,200. Sine of 21. Well, I can put that in a calculator, or hey, I can go back to that cheat sheet, go find 21 degrees with sine. It's back here. 21 degrees. Looks like for sine is going to be 0.3584. 0.3584. So it's going to be 0.3584. And if I if I divide 1,200 by 0.3584, I'll have the length of the H. All right, let's try another one. Again, I don't have a calculator in front of me right now. We can discuss that when we get together tomorrow or Friday. All right, on a skateboard ramp, I want you to build a skateboard ramp with a length of 14 feet and an angle elevation of 26 degrees. You need to find the height and length of the base of the ramp. Okay, so let's try to find, we'll try to find Y first, which is down here at the bottom. Okay, we'll try to find that one. So again, the first thing you need to do, folks, before you do anything is to mark up the drawing with things that we talked about. You label or circle your angle. Label your OA and H, okay? So here's my hypotenuse, here's my opposite, and here's my adjacent. Now if I'm going to go find the Y, again, that's the length here on the bottom. I want to find this value down here. That's the A. So I need h and a. I need these two right here, h and a, to find that length of y. So I'm going to go back to my cheat sheet and find a and h. A and h, go back to the first page. Here's a and h. And I want to find a, here's a, given h. So I want to use this formula right here with a and h. And the cosine of the angle. So we'll use those. We'll put plug the values into that. Oops. So a equals cosine 26 degrees times the 14. Again, I can type cosine 26 in my calculator. Don't have one. I'm going to go back to the cheat sheet because it's right there for us. Cosine of 26. 26 is here. Cosine is the middle one. Right there. 0.89. I'm rounding up here, folks. 0.89. 0.89. So it's going to be that A equals 0.89 times 14. And that would be the length of A. So I won't give any homework with these right now. We'll go over these when we get together with you guys in our office hours. And we'll try some of the problems then. All right, folks. Have fun. So long.